Welcome back, Harsha here. So, day 9 of the 21-day headstand mastery. So, the last couple of days we've learned how to do the first 8 different variations of headstand. Last week we practiced one-legged headstand, what we call as Ekapada Shirshasana. So, today I'm going to guide you with the next one, the 9th, which is Parshva Ekapada Shirshasana, or what we call as Parshva Ekapada Shirshasana. So, in the last video, I had shared how to do one leg stand, Ekapada Shirshasana, where you drop the leg in front of the head. So, this time, the practice is going to be the same. We're going to bring one leg down, but we're going to move the leg to the side, to the left and the right. So, before we go ahead, as I say all the time, just make sure you gain mastery, or you have done at least a couple of repetitions of the earlier videos, earlier variations that I've taught you, because that acts as a foundation for you to do whatever I'm going to teach now. So let's go ahead with a variation for today, Parshva Ekapada Shirshasana, what is called as Parshva Ekapada Shirshasana. Okay, so the instructions are the same. Keep the fingers interlocked, and I've told this in the last 8 times almost. The tip of the thumb, make sure it is touching one another. Never ever let go of the little fingers. The secret to not falling down when you practice headstand is making sure the little fingers are together. Don't press it and don't pressurize the little fingers too much. Just a gentle touch will do. Okay? Now, let's get started. And before we move on to this, in case if you have bolster, you can keep one pillow on the right side, one pillow on the left side, one pillow on the right side, one pillow on the left side, whichever. So let's do the first variation first. You interlock the fingers, place it with the back of the palms touching the wall. Now you place the crown of the head. You lift the knees, walk ahead. You first come up to the first variation of Shirshasana. You get the balance, stay there. From here, you slowly bend the leg, move it to the right side, try to straighten the leg, and then see if you can gently drop it down to the right side. If this is possible, good. If not, we have a bolster here. Take support of the bolster and then try placing the foot on that. You may find it difficult to keep the leg straight because the stretch over here at the back of the leg is kind of too much. So for that case, you can just keep it on the bolster. And then you slowly come back, adjust the position of the head. Now get the bolster, just keep it in the position in the very beginning itself. You slowly bend the leg, turn the pelvic, and then straighten the leg, and then slowly place it on. So this is Parshva Ekapada Shirshasana. So the leg is to the right or the left. So in this case, the leg is to the left and only one leg is to the left. And hence the name Parshva Ekapada Shirshasana. Now slowly come back. Let's repeat this once again. Bend the leg, move the hips to the right, straighten the leg. If possible, this time try to go down and then place the foot on the bolster. If you find this difficult, you can let go of one hand. Just try to get the balance, because once you move the leg, you may feel like the elbows are coming off. So if that's the case, just get the balance here
and place the leg here and place the palms over here. And then slowly come back. Take the hand back. Now bend the left leg, move the hips to the out, drop the leg down, and even here. Since we've kept the left leg down, let the left palm be up, place the palms in front, tighten the knees, and stay here. Now, slowly come back. Just close your eyes. Slowly bend. And then drop the head down, rest it on the palms. And then you slowly come up. So, this is Parshva Ekapada Shirshasana, or what we call as Parshva Ekapada Shirshasana. Very similar to the earlier one, it's just that this time when you bring the leg down, you move it to the right side and move it to the left side. You may find this difficult if your hips are very tight, or if you haven't done any practices, if you have the habit of sitting for longer durations and you've been doing that for years together. You may find this a little bit difficult, and actually when you move the legs to the right and the left, you may feel a bit of pain over here in the hip joints. It's quite natural. You'll have to get used to it. Maybe 3 or 4 rounds of repetition over the span of 1 or 2 weeks, and you'll eventually reach over there. And when you practice this, try not to move the leg closer towards the wall in the very beginning. If you saw what I just taught you, I placed the foot here on the bolster in a little bit, in front of my face. The actual way of practicing this is, so when you bring the leg down, you move it to the right and you move it to the left. You don't, So when you bring the leg down, you have to move it completely either to the left side or completely either to the right side. We didn't do that. Why? Because the hips are tight. So we're doing this for the first time, and hence we took it very, very slow today. So this was the 9th variation, Parshva Ekapada Shirshasana, or what we call as Parshva Ekapada Shirshasana. So give this a try, and as I've told you earlier, before you give this a try, practice the earlier versions of whatever I've taught. Remember, this is the 9th variation. Before you get here, you should have practiced the first 8 variations at least to a certain extent. You should have repeated it at least for the first 4 weeks or 5 weeks. So I hope this was informative, and do give this a try and let me know how you felt in the comments below. I really look forward to reading them. If there's anything you wish for me to answer your questions, you can write to me directly on my email. You can contact me on any of my social media handles, Twitter, Instagram. I've shared all the links in the description. So have a great day, give this a try, and I'll see you in the next one.